By the time girls reach sixth grade, 80% of them are on a diet. 1/3 of girls report that they spend 6 or more hours a day on social media. 6 of 10 girls suffer from low self-esteem, which means they feel unhappy or unsatisfied with themselves most of the time. COVID has amplified the mental health concerns in our girls, with 79% of girls feeling more isolated or lonely than ever before. In about 2012, I wanted to start a program that included everybody, that was accessible to everybody, and could help build girls up. At the time, I was a mother of 2 young daughters. Now I have 3. And I became so sensitive to the messages that our young girls receive from everywhere. You know, our girls are constantly being told that they should be something other than who God made them to be. And I really wanted to provide a place where they could come and be themselves and feel good about that. We hear often from parents that one of the biggest issues that girls 2nd through 6th grade deal with is friendship issues. We have heard time and time again that thanks to BioGirls, girls are understanding this and able to identify unhealthy relationships, and they're able to then take the steps that they need to address the issue or to remove themselves from the issue, and we're really proud of that work. And then I think another big one is just around mental health and just the awareness that, you know, having a counselor is okay. We actually had a really cool moment at BioGirls this last spring. I was working with 5th and 6th graders in a small group setting, and we were talking about trusted adults. And one of the girls said, well, my counselor's a trusted adult, which was really, really brave. And then the other 2 girls said, yeah, my counselor is a trusted adult too. And I tear up thinking about that, because it really is a breakthrough moment where these girls could understand that they were not the only one going to see a counselor. It used to be so taboo. It was just a moment that will probably stick with me forever, because they got it. For them to actually to voice that and be confident enough and brave enough in that setting was really special.
Emily goes to school out in Hillsboro, that's where they live, and so every Sunday I would go pick Emily up. It was about 45 minutes one way, so we would kind of make a day out of it. And she was so excited every Sunday to get to go to BioGirls. The mentors meant a lot to her.
They were really nice, and I remember one night I kind of was having a rough week with some stuff going on, and I just started crying in the middle of the way. We were almost there, and they really just stood up for me. They knew what to do, and they helped me through it.
I feel like Emily now has gained some self-confidence with the fact that she has the right to say no, and whether someone gets mad at her for something or not, that's not what's most important. What's most important is her uniqueness and her being true to herself, as opposed to just following along with what the other girls want her to do. It was really heartwarming to see when she crossed the finish line, to see the pride and joy in her face. It showed us adults that know Emily that when she set her mind to it and could do it, that there's nothing stopping her.
The day was unbelievable that I finished it, to me. And just knowing that I finished it makes me really, really happy. If you want to have self-esteem and have a place where you can grow and make sure to know that the entire world is your happy place, you should probably go to BioGirls. It was just the best experience I had.
Pretty cool group of girls, didn't we, Denise?
Yeah.
They were pretty cool. I think everyone clicked almost right away. There wasn't anyone that was too shy. Everyone kind of seemed to get along. The conversations that we had were conversations that I always say I wish I would have had when I was that age. I mean, about confidence and the importance of loving your body and loving who you are, and also being kind. The girls were very open and honest with one another and with us as the facilitators in sharing things that they were struggling with. I know one girl was struggling with being kind to her siblings, and we talked about that. You go through these peaks and valleys of feeling confident, and then all of a sudden one small thing can happen that might knock you down. So I know for me, even as an adult, I found myself relating so much to the lessons. We squeezed a tube of toothpaste onto a plate, and we talked about how your words matter. I think we talked a little bit too about cliques and whatnot, and the importance of being inclusive rather than excluding people. It was just incredible. The faith and the fitness and the camaraderie all paired together was everything that I'm passionate about, and the values that BioGirls stand for, to try to create healthier young girls, both physically, mentally, and emotionally. Denise, you beat us to the finish line. Do you remember that? She was far ahead of us, so I was really impressed, Denise, with your running that day, and I know you and Heather were such a good team.
I was happy that I got it done because it was a lot of work, but it was really fun.
I was a part of the spring 5K session, and we were the downtown squad. They started to call themselves that too, which was really sweet. They would go, downtown BioGirl squad. Yeah, I loved my gals. They were a ton of fun. They're just so funny and joyful. And it was cool to see them interact with each other too. It's hard to be succinct because there's so many joyful, impactful moments. I think character is something that you can always be developing. You just never have an expiration date on that. And kindness is a great keystone, foundational, fundamental characteristic to equip girls with at a young age. Part of the reason I was inspired to do this program is because the story I told myself in 4th or 5th grade was not one of self-compassion and kindness. I told myself some pretty sad, untrue things as a 4th and 5th grader. So if I can be even just a spark or that listening ear for one girl to change that narrative earlier in life and not later in life like me, win, success. That's why I'm here. If we can make self-compassion a sense of belonging and I'm enough earlier in life and build that in as just a habit, that's the default, that's the automatic programming setting, I think they're gonna be miles and miles and miles ahead of even my generation in the long run.
There's nothing that is a better feeling than knowing that you've given a little girl the tools that she can use for the rest of her life to become the person that she can be and wants to be.
This program, again, has made such an impact on my life and the lives of all of these girls in our community, and I can tell just from going through the program, it's something that we need, but it doesn't just happen overnight. It takes a community to come in and support the work and the good work that BioGirls is doing.
It's amazing to see the support of the Fargo-Moorhead community rally around these girls and the future generation. There's so many helping hands and hearts that go into this mission, and without the greater community, this wouldn't be possible.
Thank you for your support for BioGirls over the last 10 years. We are really excited for what's to come.